first ladies. Nigeria's drive for investment yielding results as Trade Minister receives Russian investors in Abuja, while his mines and steel counterpart woos more in Dubai.
Our purpose of the presence in Nigeria now is to explore the demand of Nigerian market.
Plus, President Buhari approves date for All Progressives Congress National Convention.
Our convention to be hitch-free.
This is NTA Network News, reaching you live in Abuja. I am Ian Ray John. Adiola Komiakere joins us from Lagos, and Jenny Bassey is in our Port Harcourt studio. Welcome. President Muhammadu Buhari engaged Senate President Ahmed Lawan on some critical national issues as well as bills passed by the National Assembly towards good governance and effective service delivery. Amongst them is the Electoral Act Amendment Bill, now awaiting presidential assent. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo has the report.
This meeting between President Muhammadu Buhari and Senate President Ahmed Lawan is in furtherance of his strategic engagement with stakeholders towards addressing critical national issues. The Electoral Act Amendment Bill, which provides for direct primaries as mode of election for political parties, is now a subject of controversy in the polity. After the closed-door meeting, which he described as fruitful, the Senate President told journalists that disagreements on matters like this are normal in a democracy.
I don't think there will be any day that you will have a political issue that everybody will say the same thing about it, that agrees with you without any amendment. So when we have any section of our party disagreeing with something, we should be engaging. That's why we are politicians. I don't think it is right to say that governors have disagreed. Maybe some governors might have said they don't like it this way, but that's normal. So whatever we do in the National Assembly, especially this present National Assembly, this 9th National Assembly, we think deep, we think wide, we consult very broadly before we take any position. So I believe that whatever we send to the executive arm of government, Mr. President, for his assent, these are things that are well thought out, and I believe that the expectation of members of the National Assembly will be that this bill is signed. But this is then again not my own calling; it's for Mr. President to take his decision.
Discussions also centered on the national budget, now before the National Assembly, with the Senate President expressing optimism on passage by the middle of next month, saying work has reached appreciable level.
We are also very desirous of ensuring that the APC is so stable before the Congress, the convention ultimately, because we want our convention to be hitch-free. We want every member of this party who comes to attend the convention to do so with a clear mind that whoever becomes the chairman, for example, or whatever leadership emerges, is a leadership that has the respect of everyone in the party, because we want Mr. President to continue to work with a solid and strong party, APC, to continue to do the very good work it is doing across the country and consolidate at the end of its tenure. Before then, we are very hopeful that we are able to have projects, the legacy projects commissioned, like the second Niger Bridge, the Abuja, Kaduna, Kano Highway, the Lagos-Ibadan.
On security, Senator Ahmed Lawan said the National Assembly will continue to give necessary support to the executive towards ensuring the desired peace enterprise is achieved across the country for sustainable growth and development.
I'm happy that what we have discussed are things that will make this country better.
From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
Now talking politics, the National Convention of the governing All Progressives Congress is now to be held in February next year. President Muhammadu Buhari gave this approval after receiving a briefing on the resolution of the Progressives Governors Forum on the matter. The forum, which held a meeting last night, mandated its chairman, Governor Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State, as well as his Yobe and Jigawa State's counterpart, to make its position known to the president.
part of the input we got was that we still have 4 states which are in the process of completing their congresses. Anambra, understandably because of election, Zamfara, and 2 others. So, and then Christmas is around the corner. And then early January will be very busy with Ekiti. So the governors, based on all that, made an input that we think the party and the president might graciously consider February, and President is favorably disposed. The chair of the caretaker committee was part of the delegation. He heard that, and I'm sure they will conclude between him and the president. But we have made the input of the governors known, and it was favorably considered by Mr. President.
Well, they will expect more unity and progress. Like the PGF chairman said, they have suggested to the party and Mr. President has concurred, so we are going ahead to plan for the convention in February. We have to communicate to INEC, we have to also communicate to our various state chapters for them to be ready for the convention.
Meanwhile, the All Progressives Congress Governors Forum says it will meet with the leader of the party, President Muhammadu Buhari, to discuss plans ahead of the party's national convention. Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara reports that this and other peace-building moves formed highlights of the forum's meeting in Abuja.
After the conduct of APC wards, local governments and state congresses nationwide, governors under the party's platform have commenced the processes towards the national convention. The APC Governors Forum chairman, Abubakar Atiku Bagudo, at the end of a meeting that lasted more than 3 hours behind closed doors, says, as a critical organ of the party, the governors are united in building a stronger APC through constructive engagement with relevant stakeholders.
Sometimes electoral processes are not without annoyance, but we are happy with the conduct of the caretaker committee. We discuss issues that are all issues that are pertinent to the progress of our party. And since we are making suggestions to both the party and our party leader.
The governors appealed to aggrieved party members to be patriotic and faithful to the party's internal peace-building efforts and imbibe the true spirit of sportsmanship so as to go into the national convention united. In Abuja, Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara, NTA News.
In other news, African First Ladies have been tasked to drive processes and actions aimed at enhancing the desired peace enterprise on the continent for sustainable growth and development. President Muhammadu Buhari threw the challenge at the opening of the 9th General Assembly of the African First Ladies Peace Mission convened by the First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo brings us details.
The African First Ladies Peace Mission was established 24 years ago as an umbrella body of wives of African heads of state and government to play a supportive role in fostering peace as well as reducing conflicts and their effects on the continent. The importance of the assembly, President Buhari said, cannot be glozed over as peace has become an elusive subject that affects development in many regions of Africa. The activities of insurgency and banditry in particular, he said, have led to widespread displacement and poverty.
It is not in doubt that women and children are the worst affected by the breakdown of peace. Therefore, as mothers, I believe you are in better position to drive the processes of peace and actions where necessary. Indeed, I am happy to know that your forum has been working towards promoting peaceful coexistence within the continent in so many ways. I would like to reiterate the commitment of our government to the resolutions of this assembly, and I invite other African leaders to do the same. I also call on stakeholders to support your efforts towards realizing the core objective of building a peaceful society.
The president congratulated the First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari, for acquiring a piece of land for the development of the African First Lady's Peace Mission Secretariat in Abuja.
It gladdens my heart to know that when completed, the Secretariat will serve several purposes, including creating employment opportunities, as well as generating income for sustainability.
In their messages of goodwill, several participating First Ladies, as well as Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, pledged to support efforts at enhancing the noble aspirations of the peace mission.
As important stakeholders in our respective countries, it is important for us to take on a more direct means of engaging society to help minimize such violence and its disastrous effects on lives and property.
The war in Sierra Leone would not have been won without Nigeria, without the support of the Nigerian soldiers. I know how many people died, how many Nigerians died in Sierra Leone to give us the peace and stability we have today. I want to commend Her Excellency for convening this most important meeting.
We pray that during this African First Ladies Mission Summit, that you African First Ladies will develop a roadmap and effective strategy to help address some of the many challenges facing Africa, especially the security challenges.
The First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari, had earlier enumerated, amongst others, preventing and managing conflicts, as well as engaging in humanitarian activities as clear vision of the African First Lady's peace mission.
The convening of the summit is timely and a testimony to leadership of the African First Ladies as worthy ambassadors of women and the African continent. I want to encourage the African women to take advantage of every given opportunity to advance the cause of peacemaking, peace building, and conflict resolution as our contribution to rebuilding Africa. Let our involvement in this African project be guided by the AU agenda.
A communique is expected at the end of the assembly. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Also, Nigeria's First Lady, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, has emerged the new president of the African First Ladies Peace Mission. State House correspondent Aliyu Kabir reports that this was part of the resolutions of the just concluded Executive Bureau meeting at the 9th session of the General Assembly of the organization, which took place in Abuja.
The African First Ladies Peace Mission was established in 1997 by the spouses of the African heads of state and government, with the aim of complementing the effort of their spouses towards promoting peace and security within the continent. The organization was, however, inactive for a while due to various challenges comprising the global pandemic of COVID-19. This is the 9th General Assembly of the organization convened by the Nigeria's First Lady Aisha Muhammadu Buhari. Crucial issues were discussed during the Executive Bureau meeting aimed at committing their time and all it takes to move the mission forward for the benefit of African women, youth and children. The First Ladies unanimously elected the Nigeria's First Lady to steer their affairs. In her acceptance speech, the new president of the organization and the First Lady of Nigeria expressed appreciation to her colleagues, the African First Ladies, for entrusting her with this huge responsibility. She urged them to continue working together towards achieving glorious destiny for all Africans.
With all sense of humility, I accept my election as the incoming 9th President of the African First Ladies Peace Mission. I want to sincerely thank all my colleagues for your continuous support and understanding, for entrusting me with this great responsibility. I pledge to execute my responsibility with total commitment and in accordance with the mission's laid down regulations. As you are aware, the task before us is a collective commitment. My dear colleagues, as we conclude this summit, let history guide us to ensure that the Africa we bequeath to our children today is better than the one we inherited. Let us commit ourselves to working together towards achieving glorious destiny for all Africans.
The new president of the organization and the Nigeria's first lady led her counterpart from across the continent to the foundation-laying ceremony of the permanent site of the mission secretariat along Airport Road, Abuja. The secretariat, which occupies 2.7 hectares of land, is acquired by the current president of the organization, Aisha Buhari. When completed, it will serve as office accommodation for daily activities of the mission.
We are happy as First Ladies that we are going to have a secretariat in Nigeria, and I'm very happy that Aisha is the new president, and we believe that she will lead us. This is an organization that has been going on for a while, but we're new in it, so for us, I mean, it's like we're beginning something new under her dispensation, so we look forward to a working relationship.
And this is a very significant project. This is a dream come true. It has been in the pipeline for years, but today God has answered our prayers with the effort of Our Excellency Dr. Mrs. Aisha Muhammadu Buhari. Our dreams have been realized today.
The groundbreaking was attended by the founder and the first president of the organization, Mariam Abacha, as well as the former First Lady Patience Jonathan and many other African First Ladies. I am Aliu Kabir, NTA News.
Time for a quick break. Please stay.
Oh, there will be unlimited joy in over 5,000 homes every day this season in the Glow Joy Unlimited Extravaganza. 5 cars every month, 100 generators, TVs, and fridges every week. 5,000 free airtime and data winners every day. Simply recharge up to 500 Naira during the week to qualify. Dial *611# now to enter the Glow Joy Unlimited Extravaganza.
The Nigerian Communications Commission, in exercise of its functions under the Nigerian Communications Act 2003, has published the final information memorandum for the upcoming auction of the 3.5 GHz spectrum band and stakeholders' responses to comments on the information memorandum as part of its 5G technology deployment plan on November 10, 2021. Stakeholders are by this notice invited to peruse these 2 documents, indicating the start date of receipt of applications for the auction. The documents are to be found on the Commission's website at www.ncc.gov.ng. The attention of stakeholders is drawn particularly to Section 1 of the Information Memorandum. Further to the above, winners of the auction are required to make final payment by February 25, 2022. All applications to participate at the auction must reach the Commission on or before Wednesday, November 24, 2021, and should be addressed to the Executive Vice Chairman, Nigerian Communications Commission, Plot 423 Aguiyi Street, Maitama, Abuja. Executive Vice Chairman and Chief Executive NCC, Professor Umar Garba Ambata Nausa.
NCC.
Connecting Nigeria.
Everybody knows the secret to good cooking is that special ingredient. The mothers know it, but does this new generation know it? Let's find out. Mothers, daughters, are you ready? Yeah! Let the cooking begin.
Erisco tomato paste. Now we get home, now we get love, now we get children. We spice the world with a meal so great and so healthy. You know we've got your back. Oh, with Erisco, Rigico, Nagico.
Ladies and gentlemen, food is ready.
Food of love. Tomato paste. Good food for the body. Yum yum for the body.
Erisco Rigico and Nagico tomato paste is made by Erisco Foods Limited, feeding Africans with healthy foods.
The federal government of Nigeria, through the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency and partners, has established COVID-19 mass vaccination sites at various strategic points in all the area councils of the Federal Capital Territory. In addition to the health facilities, you can now receive COVID-19 vaccine at the Federal Secretariat parking lot behind the Eagle Square, Banex Plaza, local and international airports, Jabi Recreation Park, Motor Parks and Jabi Lake Mall, Old Parade Ground, Wuse Kubwa, Old Garki, Utako Market, Market, the National Mosque, H Medics, Area 11, Idu Kubwa train stations, Lugbe Junction, After Car Wash, AYA Junction, and all the government-approved COVID-19 private testing laboratories in the FCT. 6 million Nigerians have safely received the COVID-19 vaccines. For sure, 6 million Nigerians cannot be wrong. All COVID-19 vaccines are free, safe, and effective. Get vaccinated. For more information, visit www.nphcda.gov.ng/FCT focus site or call 0700 2200 122. This message is from the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health, because they deserve the best. Oral-B, all-round protection. It's great value. It protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems which can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
There is a saying that Christmas is what you make of it. At Bedmates Furniture, we enjoy making your Christmas comfortable and exciting with the furniture we provide you. That's why from 1st November to 18 December 2021, Bedmates offers you and your loved ones amazing luxury furniture your home loves and truly needs at up to 70% discount. You also stand a chance to win fridges, TVs, washing machines, and many more as we keep making your living better through the furniture you love.
The Town Hall meeting on the Petroleum Industry Act, earlier scheduled for Thursday, 25th November 2021, has now been postponed. A new date will be announced later. All inconveniences are highly regretted. Announcer Alhaji Lai Mohammed, Honorable Minister of Information and Culture.
Thank you for staying. The federal government is assuring Russia of deeper investment relationship that will be mutually beneficial as the world looks beyond the pandemic. At a meeting with the coalition of 19 Russian companies led by Nigeria's ambassador to Russia and Nigerian investment community, Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment Niyi Adebayo assured of adequate returns on investment. Leah Katung Babatunde reports.
It's been 2 years since the Russia-Africa Summit in Sochi, Russia. Ties forged were placed on hold when coronavirus showed up unexpectedly with its attendant consequences. Now, 19 Russian companies are in Nigeria to cement already established relationships as economies open, and a common factor here is the need for stronger political influence from both heads of government.
Our purpose of the presence in Nigeria now is to explore the demand of Nigerian market and to develop the strategy of the presence of all enterprises of our group.
The government of Nigeria will give every support to all the decisions that will be taken. You can rest assured that the government of Nigeria will be supportive of whatever decisions that are taken.
The investors have their eyes on the spread of areas of interest.
But beyond Ajakuta, there are other, value addition industries within the steel sector that will enable us to take off.
We are undertaking the mission within the framework of our foreign policy to engage with countries of the world, and especially Russia.
In the coming days, the visiting team will be meeting with industry players in Abuja and Lagos, as well as northern and southern governors' forums. In Abuja, Leah Katung Babatunde, NTA News.
Meanwhile, Nigeria is open and ready for investment in solid mineral sector. These are the words of Uchechukwu Oga, Minister of State, Mines and State Development, while announcing to the world the discovery of 10 new mineral resources in Nigeria. The minister was speaking at the Foreign Investment Network International Trade and Investment Forum in Dubai. Benny Adams has the details.
Having agreed that Africa does not need charity, but partnerships that will promote the adequate investments, talking about the real investments that will turn the tides and the fortunes of the continent. Conversations here have continued on the need for these right partners to come on board. The Minister of State for Mines and Steel, Okechukwu Oga, is also giving investors more reasons why they should invest in Nigeria.
Another thing, that manganese, tantalite, gold, and the rest of them. And Nigeria is open for investment.
We're the second largest producer of virtually all other agricultural products. I would like to invite our Middle Eastern businessmen to please come to Kaduna State and invest in agriculture for export to your countries.
They buy our own resources, minerals, take it outside, and then they bring it back for us to buy.
From that office, they have invited us with the office of the Sheikh to host an event for the three regions, India, Africa, and the UAE.
The United Arab Emirates is ready for Africa. According to figures from the National Bureau of Statistics, Nigeria's population increases by 7 million annually. From Dubai, United Arab Emirates, I am Benny Adams, NTA News.
And away from Dubai now, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says higher institutions become globally recognized because of their active engagements in research. Vice President Osinbajo stated this when he received a delegation from the University of Lagos Alumni Association led by the national president, John Momo. Jide Onifade reports.
Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said focus should be on how to endow research, as this is what puts the nation on the world map of intellectual achievement and attainment, and made the call for more resources to be devoted to research, adding that universities like the University of Lagos ought to be at the front line of scholarships and intellectual achievements. Making reference to COVID-19 pandemic and the place of medical research in tackling the virus, the Vice President stated that in the light of public health challenges, governments, individuals and corporate organizations need to be able to put resources behind research, especially where the benefits can be seen. He gave the example of the work done by the African Center of Excellence for Genomics of Infectious Diseases in diagnosing the first case of COVID-19 in sub-Saharan Africa and referring to it as a major achievement by any standard. The World Bank and World Health Organizations, the Vice President said, are contributing to that center because they realize that it is a major center for medical research. As the Vice President noted, this generation has the responsibility to make some real progress that will redefine the university. In the State House, Jide Onifade, NTA News.
Elsewhere, President of the Senate, Ahmad Lawan, has again been decorated with the emblem of the 2022 Armed Forces Remembrance Day by the Nigerian Legion. National Assembly correspondent Ignatius Nkwo reports that the Deputy President of the Senate and some principal officers of the Senate were also decorated.
The National Chairman of the Nigerian Legion, Major General Abdul Malik Jibril, in company of other members of the Legion and partners, were at the National Assembly to canvass support for the 2022 Armed Forces Remembrance Day. He explained that the visit and special decoration was in compliance with the directive of President Muhammadu Buhari that the Legion should meet well-meaning Nigerians for support and awareness.
The Nigerian Legion was established since 1964 to see to the welfare of the dependent families of the deceased.
The President of the Senate, Ahmad Lawan, observed that the contributions of the Nigerian Armed Forces in protecting the nation from all shades of insecurity has been remarkable.
The 2022 appropriation, we are going to devote significant resources for armed forces because we believe that with their commitment and the level of dedication and patriotism and loyalty to this country, you can do much more better. On behalf of my colleagues in the Senate, we are donating 5 million to their office. I will make a personal donation of 500,000.
Meanwhile, the Senate Committees on Information and National Orientation, Environment and Army have submitted their budget defense report to the Committee on Appropriations. From the National Assembly, Ignatius Nkwo, NTA News.
Looking at other issues now, the senator representing Kebbi Central District, Muhammad Adamu Aliero, has vowed to ensure dividends of democracy reaches the 8 local government areas of his constituency. The senator was speaking during an inspection tour of some local government areas of his constituency. Abdullahi Umaru Ilalu has more.
Senator Aliero was in Birnin Kebbi, Gwandu, Jega, Meyama and Aliero local government areas to ensure that his constituency projects under the 2021 budget are executed in accordance to specifications and required standards. They include roads constructions, health facilities and equipment, electricity transformers, ICT centers in some schools, town halls in some communities, solar-powered boreholes and street lights, and power generators, among others.
Don't allow anybody to come and spoil them. You guide them jealously. They are meant to improve your lining. They are meant to improve the educational facilities in the state.
According to distinguished senator, more will come. So we are very happy and we thank him for his good work.
Do a lot of things for us. Thank you. May God help us.
Abdullah Omar Ilalu, NTA News.
A conference on criminal law and human rights holding in Abuja has highlighted the importance of rule of law compliance to Nigeria's quest for development. Speakers at the 4th annual conference warned that without respect to the rules and procedures laid down, no development can be attained in any sector. Femi Okewo has the story.
Governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Waziri Tambuwa, who gave the keynote address virtually, spoke about the current security, political and economic situation of the country and how the weight of the lack of adherence to the rule of law affects the judicial process of Nigeria. As a solution to what they see as the rising impunity in various sectors of governance, other speakers called for the involvement of civil society, the media, and religious groups to collaborate with governmental organizations to resolve Nigeria's security problems. The coordinator of the Rule of Law Development Foundation said the essence of the annual conference is to improve Nigeria's criminal law standards.
No nation can be considered functional or progressive if it is unable to provide justice through the courts in criminal, civil, and commercial causes and matters.
This year's conference focuses on updates from the judiciary and legislative developments. In Abuja, Femi Okewo, NTA News.
And on the gains of PIA, the oil and gas sector has been a top income earner for Nigeria. Well, there are major indigenous players in the industry whose operational excellence and quality service delivery with guaranteed satisfied customer base have earned them a spot in the global oil and gas space. An Asami Construction Company Limited, based in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, is one of such. Chimdimam BC reports that the company marked 20 years of being in business.
Anasami Construction Nigeria Limited has for 20 years proven itself as one of the leading oil and gas servicing companies in Nigeria, specializing in fabrication and installation of pipelines, manifolds, and flow stations for top oil and gas multinationals. The company is marking 20 years of existence. The brain behind these achievements is His Royal Highness King Apollos Chu, a man who has conquered the business world for 33 years, making marks in other fields before establishing Anasami in 2001.
We don't do tribalism, don't bring sentiment, we carry all Nigerians along. We will be able to be useful to discongest the labor market because those who are engaging staff and engaging labor these days are mostly Nigerian businessmen. There are so many people that rely on this company. If the business go down, some people will go down. We nurture a lot of young companies, but we will subject jobs to them. Most of them don't have that capacity, so we have to sign in for them for the bank.
Lectures were presented on opportunities that abound for indigenous companies in the oil and gas sector.
the Nigerian Content Act is to provide for development of Nigerian content in the Nigerian oil and gas industry. It seeks to increase indigenous participation in the oil and gas industry.
Another area that Nigerian content and its implementation has contributed to national development is in the development on human capital.
Some members of staff received awards for outstanding performance.
Getting this today is just telling me that I need to sit tight, I need to do more.
Anasami Construction Nigeria Limited, a world-class company with staff strength of more than 400 and huge subcontractor base, has made giant strides in the oil and gas downstream sector. Chimdema Ndubisi, NTA News.
Meanwhile, Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC and Honeywell Group Limited have announced that they have signed an agreement for the proposed combination of FMN through its affiliates and Honeywell Flour Mills PLC, HFMP, a portfolio company of Honeywell Group. A statement jointly issued by the companies this Monday says a total enterprise value of 80 billion naira Honeywell will dispose of to 71.69% stake to Flour Mills Nigeria. It further says the proposed transaction will combine two businesses with shared goals and create a more resilient national champion in the Nigerian food industry, ensuring long-term job creation and preservation. A combination of the companies, the statement says, will bring together two trusted and iconic brands, creating a food business that is better positioned to benefit the growing Nigerian population and leverage opportunities stemming from the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA. The transaction is, however, said to be subject to regulatory approval. Now, time to take a trip to Lagos, where Adiola will feed us with more news. Adiola, it's over to you.
Thank you, Yara. Key players in the tertiary education in Nigeria are in Lagos to map out ways of improving the global competitiveness of Nigerian universities. Kehinde Adebisi reports that a two-day capacity building organized by the Tertiary Education Trust Fund TET Fund for beneficiary universities highlights research and development as some key areas.
University education is set to play a critical role in the progress and development of any nation. Aside job creation, universities have continued to help nations secure global growth and influence through ranking. Against this background, scholars and other key players in the tertiary education sector across the country are brainstorming on possible ways to improve ranking of Nigerian universities on the global scene.
Nigeria is the giant of Africa. So we at TET Fund are concerned about the ranking of our universities. Now, it is universally acknowledged that some of the most brilliant minds, the leading scholars across the globe, are all Nigerians.
The ranking of universities is around quality of faculty and research equipment. Take out these two, then there's no basis for ranking of universities. That's what we're trying to do at TET Fund. Thank you.
The Deputy Executive Secretary, National University Commission, Chris Mayaki, while reassuring of the Commission's support to the laudable initiative, also dispelled rumors that the Commission recently ranked Nigerian universities, adding that no such ranking has been done in the last 17 years.
It has the potential of pricking the conscience of our universities as they pause from time to time to interrogate their sense of mission and foster the much-needed reputational capital while stimulating innovation under a competitive and comparative ranking system.
While the issue of global ranking is at the front burner, key players are optimistic that this capacity building will also help Nigerian universities thrive, mature, and produce results for national development. In Lagos, Kehinde Adebisi, NTA News.
Still talking education, a new edifice for the Faculty of Engineering and Technology has been inaugurated at the Pan-Atlantic University Ibeju-Lekki, Lagos. The building is built to produce competent and socially responsible science and engineering professionals who are committed to the advancement of the scientific and engineering professions in Nigeria. Imole Ayotokade Ogunfowora has details.
Of Science and Technology, named after Felix Oyiweri, is a partnership between the Pan-Atlantic University and the Nigerian Bureau's Felix Oyiweri Education Trust Fund. The Vice Chancellor of Pan-Atlantic University commented on the trust fund donation of $1 million in 2014, which supported the construction of the School of Science and Technology complex.
Felix and Nigerian breweries, thank you very much for this contribution to education and to leadership in the country.
The chairman, Nigerian Bureau's Felix Oyiweri Education Trust Fund, Hans Isadi, stated that the company is honored to be able to bestow the privilege on a man whose contributions to the company and Nigeria's corporate sector remains invaluable.
It is our hope that the school will continue to provide the best quality education, comparable to international standards.
I want to thank the university for giving us the honor of naming this lovely edifice after a prominent member of the Nigerian breweries family.
I thank God and I thank the board and management of Nigerian breweries and the trustees and management of the Education Trust Fund for the great honor.
The building comprises various electrical power and machines laboratories, computer laboratories, classrooms, as well as central workshop for woodworks and mechanical fittings. Completed in 2020, the School of Science and Technology is the latest addition to the Pan-Atlantic University Schools in Lagos. Imole Ayotokede Ogunfowora, NTA News.
And not done with education matters yet. 81.7% of candidates who sat for the 2021 Major West African Senior School Certificate Examination obtained credit and above in a minimum of 5 subjects, including English language and mathematics, as against last year's 65.24%. Head of Nigeria Office of WAEC, Patrick Arega, said this indicates a 16.46% improvement. Hingino John Adams reports.
81.7% of candidates who sat for this year's West African Senior School Certificate Examination obtained credits and above in a minimum of 5 subjects, including English language and mathematics, as against last year's 65.24%, indicating 16.46% improvement. Head of Nigeria National Office says 89.63% also obtained credits and above in a minimum of any 5 subjects.
The WAS for School Candidates 2022 will be taking place in May-June 2022. Entries for the examination will be floated on Monday, December 6, 2021.
Patrick Aragon speaks on increase in registration fees.
Our governing board has graciously approved the remunerations, which will come into effect from the WAS for School Candidates 2022. Any amount beyond this ceiling, gentlemen of the media, will not be to our consent or knowledge and will definitely not come to the purse of the West African Examinations Council.
He also revealed that national identification number is a prerequisite for registration. In Lagos, Hingino John Adams, NTA News.
We shall go on another break now. When we return, Jenny in Port Harcourt will give us the next set of stories. To stay with us.
I dey look for a pension fund administrator. We soft, make sense, we care for me. Shy. No be the type when story go enter the matter when it's time to deliver. Oh no, 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 no. The brand is sure them no go stress you. Call them then they accessible. Yes, customer care
Join over 700,000 satisfied members and enjoy the premium experience at our day premium tomorrow.
This is beautiful.
Quality is vital. Quality is Vitafoam.
Hello, honey.
Hey, baby.
Wow. Those guys are good in bed.
What?
Yes, we're good in bed. Hurry now to any Vitafoam accredited dealer nationwide or visit us online on www.vitafoamng.com to place your order today. Vitafoam, the fine art of living.
Ovaltine, 3-in-1. It has great taste.
Big day ahead.
Yummy, yummy, full of nourishment and vitality. Tea bodies and shop minds. So yeah, Ovaltine, 3-in-1. 3-in-1. Ovaltine, 3-in-1.
New Ovaltine 3-in-1. Smart choice for smart kids.
My people, oh, how will they be for body make you sit down the look bulldozer, make them come scatter, demolish that your fine house. I been a estate, I been a plaza safe, where be say e no get paper. Chai, e dey pain for body, oh. Now so the FCT administration safe they feel am. See, no government go dey happy making people belle dey spoil sake of say dem dey scatter demolish dem property. You wan buy land? Make you no buy land from indigent dem, abi na local chief dem, abi any person wey be say no be government, because if you do am so, kasala fit burst for the matter and your money fit loss. Na only minister of FCT dey give land for Abuja o. If you know say you wan buy land, make you go Abuja Geographic Information System, wey all of us know as ages, make you go collect form. Kuma, make you go FCDA Mass Housing Department to make sure say any property wey you wan buy inside housing estate for inside this Abuja get correct paper o. Make you no fall mugu, do the correct thing. Na the Federal Capital Territory Administration dey knack us this story.
When you hear the sound of credit alert, quick and easy transfer, say we want to serve you better. No be play, we go turn your business around. We are Fidelity Bank. We are Fidelity Bank. Sure you be the person we want relax, save your money, your girl we dey serve, we no dey tire. Say now your future be our concern. At Fidelity Bank, we are Fidelity Bank. Fidelity there for you. We go there for you. We are here for you. We are the bank for you. We are the bank for you. It's you, do it all for you. For me, for you. We go stand by you. We go stand by you. Put your trust in us. For you. We are the bank for you. We are the bank. Fidelity.
We keep our word.
My tasty jollof queen. #1 jollof chef.
When you start like this, I know it's jollof you want. My husband deserves the best jollof, and so do my kids.
Yeah, ma'am.
Not necessary, dear. I have all the pepper, onion, thyme, curry powder, garlic, ginger, and tomatoes I need in here. Welcome to the new way of making tasty jollof with no stress at all. All I do is pour my oil, add tasty tom jollof mix, fry for 4 minutes, and add water, some salt and seasoning, and finally rice. And my tasty jollof is ready in only 45 minutes.
So tasty. And for my jollof queen.
Tasty Tom Jollof Mix. No stress.
More jollof.
Available in 70, 210 and 400 gram sachets that are easy to open and easy to store.
Good evening and welcome to Port Harcourt
Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has advocated a functional welfare scheme for the officers and men of the Nigerian military. Governor Wike made the plea when he played host to the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Isiaka Amua, at Government House, Port Harcourt. Ogedi Nyekwere reports.
The Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Isiaka Amau, is on an operational visit to Air Force formations in the state as part of his familiarization tour since he assumed office as the new Chief of the Air Staff on January this year. Having heard the goodwill of the Rivers State government to his officers and men in the state in ensuring they work efficiently, the Air Force boss, Isiaka Amau, is on a visit to the state to commend the governor for the enabling environment to ensure that the state is peaceful.
From the brief I got from my officer, the governor has been a very good coordinator and also assisted the security agencies in the discharge of their duty. I want to thank you very much for that, sir.
Governor Wike lauded the efforts of the military in the northeast. He attributed the peace and security enjoyed in Rivers State as a result of the collaboration of all the security agencies in the state.
I don't know whether we should take the issue of bunkering to be even more serious than treason. We should take it to be more serious than treason. If you go around and see what has happened to our environment, you pity for us.
The governor, however, suggested that a more civilized method should be deployed in the destruction of illegal crude to reduce the adverse effect on the environment. In Port Harcourt, Ogedi Nyekwere, NTA News.
Another fire outbreak at Nembe Boni Bile Jetty in Port Harcourt attributed to illegal oil bunkering claims 3 lives with property worth millions of naira lost in the inferno. Kingsley Amajiri reports.
The latest fire outbreak at Nembe Boni Bile Waterside brings to 3 within the last 2 days incidents of fire outbreak associated to illegal oil bunkering activities. Illegal oil bunkering and marketing have become a common sight with products stored within residential homes. Eyewitness accounts said one of the boat operators conveying the product was attempting to start his engine before a spark occurred.
When these people come, they sell and they also buy foodstuffs to the fishing port. So foodstuffs and everything got burnt.
And there is people inside the boat, some that used to want to try to escape, some bonfire. And why we are hearing that 1 or 2 persons inside.
Similar fire incident equally happened at Rumokoro and D-Line axis of Port Harcourt, where illegally refined petroleum products were stored within residential homes. Concerned residents want the authorities to take action.
Policemen, NCDC, Nigerian Army, and so on and so forth, seize them. What they do is just to collect money, allow it to pass.
Another incident of illegal oil bunkering. You can see their instruments and even the underground tank and even the surface tank.
State Police Public Relations Officer Nnamdi Omoni told our correspondent through a telephone chat that 3 persons were confirmed dead and burnt beyond recognition. In Port Harcourt, Kingsley Amajiri, NTA News.
Network News will continue with Iyere in Abuja after the break.
Town hall meeting on the Petroleum Industry Act, earlier scheduled for Thursday, 25th November 2021, has now been postponed. A new date will be announced later. All inconveniences are highly regretted. Announcer Alhaji Lai Mohammed, Honorable Minister of Information and Culture.
Chinedu! They'll be here on time. Chinedu!
Ones will rush home for tasty meals prepared with Sonia tomato mix.
Yummy ×2.
It's so good eating together with the family. Thanks to Sonia.
Sonia tomato mix brings you together.
Give your kids winning energy. Milo Active Go. With the goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa, helps them make the most of every day. Milo. The energy to go further.
At the first sign of pain, you need a solution that you can trust. Try Panadol Caplets. With Panadol's Optizorb formula, the tablet absorbs quickly and starts providing fast and effective pain relief you can trust. Try Panadol Caplets.
The internet at home disconnects me, but that's a thing of the past. Today, I found the great solution. With Connect, I can get internet from space. It's super fast satellite internet from Connect. It's great. I can get internet everywhere. It's super simple and super fast. It's Connect. Broadband up to 100 megabits per second. All this from 6,900 naira per month. Isn't it great? Go to connect.com.
Over the last 35 years, Golden Morn has been there with you and for you.
To celebrate this special journey with you, your proudly Nigerian Golden Morn will be making millionaires and giving out over 35 million in cash and prizes. Get yours.
Nestle, good food, good life.
You don't wait for life. You go to meet life. It's not about how many chances you get. It's what you do with what you've got. Cup after cup. Morning after morning. Start strong. Finish strong. It all starts with a Nescafe.
My schedule can be tight most days, and because I'm always on the go, I need a quick snack or drink to keep me going. And that's why I love my Hollandia yogurt. Every day I choose Hollandia yogurt because it contains protein, calcium, vitamin A, B vitamins, and vitamin H, which my body needs. Hollandia yogurt comes in 2 variants, plain sweetened and strawberry. Wholesome nourishment from your favorite brand.
You're always running around. Keeping up with you needs a comforting touch from Huggies with the right stretch for how much you move. Huggies pants comfortably fit baby's tummy. Their 360-degree comfort fit waistband makes them easy to open and pull off and on, so baby can keep on exploring and you keep doing great, Mom. Huggies, recommended by 9 out of 10 mothers for comfort.
There is a saying that Christmas is what you make of it. At Bedmates Furniture, we enjoy making your Christmas comfortable and exciting with the furniture we provide you. That's why from 1st November to 18 December 2021, Bedmates offers you and your loved ones amazing luxury furniture your home loves and truly needs at up to 70% discount. You also stand a chance to win fridges, TVs, washing machines, and many more as we keep making your living better through the furniture you love.
Not all washing powders are the same. Sunlight adds bursts of freshness to cleaning power to give you Sunlight 2-in-1 for sensational cleaning and freshness that lasts. Sunlight 2-in-1 sensational cleaning with burst after burst of freshness. Introducing Sunlight with luxurious oud fragrance.
Now, the President of the Senate, Ahmad Lawan, has condoled with the family of former Senator Gbenga Aluko, who died over the weekend. In a statement by the Special Advisor to the President of the Senate on Media and Publicity, Ola Awoniyi, Senator Lawan also commiserated with the government and people of Ekiti State over the sad incident. He prayed for God to comfort all his loved ones and grant them the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. And that concludes Network News tonight. Many thanks for watching. Please remember that rape is a crime. Let's put an end to it. I'm Yen Ray John. Good night.
This is the network service of the NTA.
The digital switchover project, which is commonly referred to as DSO, which entails television channels switching from analog to digital broadcasting, is one of the biggest projects embarked upon by this administration. Branded as Free TV, offers its viewers about 60 digital channels, including sports, music, movies, and news. The federal government has licensed about 23 set-top box manufacturers. 7 of them have self-production, employing several thousands of people. We've made it now compulsory for all stations in Nigeria to only broadcast productions made in Nigeria for products which are produced in Nigeria.
There's a wind of change blowing over Nigeria, and it's coming from the Tertiary Education Trust Fund. If you want to find out how TED Fund is bringing the Nigerian government, industry, and the academia together to drive a new knowledge economy, tune in to this station every Wednesday at 8 p.m. for TED Fund, the paradigm shift. It's informative, it's innovative, and it's exciting. TED Fund, the paradigm shift, proudly produced by 84